Just find the video in 2 locations. 3 locations. You know, always 3 locations. Okay, Quentin's going to get to sharing it.
Very short. Just trying to get it right.
I'm going to share it in the June group.
7 people watching. I've got the fancies already.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Di. I'm just going to bring it to the top. Okay. And I've just got to add it to the guide so it's easy for people to find. Okay. I love my daughter dearly, but she doesn't clean up after herself. When she does a video, she just walks away. I love her dearly, but
she did go for a walk, so she literally.
I do appreciate her dearly, but she does just walk away. Hello, Shaz. How are you? Hello, Mary and Karen and Diane and Desley. Oh, geez. And Amelia's been on my iPad. She's flattened the iPad more than once today. Hello, Robin and Deborah. Thank you, Deborah. Hello, Tash. I said hello, Diane.
We've got Raquel over.
Ava loved you saying hi back to her last night. Oh, awesome. Hello, Ava, if you're there, and Kai again, and Desley, and other Robin. And hello, Jacqueline. And hello, Raquel, over on the tube. Okay. It is virtual retreat weekend. It is... Oh, she hasn't even packed this up. It is also product release weekend, that means. So that means we're releasing our Cutest Farm collection. Quentin had my ruler at work. We did work out where the ruler was. Quentin had been using it. And I intervened in Lasergate today, and the laser is fine. It is perfect. Hence I finally got my things cut. Lasergate. That's what we're going to call it. Lasergate. Rightio. So far this weekend, we have done, for our virtual retreat, we've made this scrapbook page. That was class 1.
Evening Rosemary Bean on the tube.
And then class 2. So we do 8 classes at a virtual retreat. So your kit includes enough to do 8 classes, although we're getting low on stuff. Class 2 was a pocket page, including the pocket.
Oh, Michelle's out.
Page predicted. Oh, are you? Enjoy that. At Noosa Eco Habitat. Very little reception. Okay. Sounds interesting. Sounds very interesting. Hello, Diane. And Karen and Pam. Hello, Rosemary and Quentin. Then last night we did an interactive page. I think this is where a lot of our paper went.
Yes.
Yes, she says yes. And then this morning, Naomi John made this easel card. And then this afternoon she made a serendipity card, did you call it? A mixed media serendipity card?
And yeah.
There we go. And yeah, so what are we going to do? Did you get me paper to show people the paper?
Oh no, here.
Don't tell him I've got paper prepared earlier.
Really? I was trying to solve a problem. I'm leaving now. I was just trying to solve
Oh no, I don't want 4 sheets of paper 5.
Are you sure? It's a lovely paper.
I know it is, but so we've had, well,
Did you find photos of Sally?
the tractor. I didn't even get a chance to look.
Wow.
I've been preparing my new product for the day. Hello, Heather. Hello, Beck. Okay, let's go through and.
Okay, everyone do a backstory in the group the other day about the growing tractor.
But he said the wrong island.
Which island did I say?
You said Cutest Island.
Where was she from?
Cattle Island. She came from Wild Cattle Island.
Oh, what's it?
Very different types of islands. She did unload barges, but she came from Wild Cattle Island. So, paper one with this pale denim. Been dying to use it in the collection for a long time. Do love, love, love it. Works out really beautiful, doesn't it? So, and a nice big pack. Well, you can cut these out actually.
I'm just going to put a link up to the store in general with Cutest Farms.
There is if you go onto our online store and go down, the Cutest Farm link is there.
The Cutest Farm collection, not.
I'm going to say, holy dooly. I set things up for him really easy. This is paper 2 with a nice small print. Did you bring any products home for me to show?
Let me have a look.
No, we didn't. Paper 2 with big fussy cuts. And then paper number 3, which we used a lot of last night, and it's got that beautiful tree. Now I don't have the tree for a retreat because we used so much last night. And then paper number 4, which not everyone likes, but I love using this glitter last night. It's a beautiful piece of paper. It is a beautiful, very awesome piece of paper. And then paper number 5, which is a standalone. So background, photo mats, embellishments. So 2 pieces of paper can make a whole project. And then paper number 6. Same thing again. Background, photo mats, embellishments, and there is a goose behind there. I do know that.
This is what we need to live like next door to the shop. So I can quickly duck away.
So you can quickly duck to the shop. Rightio.
And grab a whole heap of stuff.
So, do I show them my new?
Show them your new.
This is what I've been working on. Rightio. This is what I have been. Hello, Rowena. How are you? This is what I have been working on. This is, this is how my brain works. And they look very cumbersome like this, and I dropped something. And I was peeling these in a Zoom this afternoon with the retreat ladies. Okay, so that's a half one. Let's put them together. So I've got 2 sets, and these are circles. Now they're going to be $34.95 a set, which seems like a lot, but when you realise how much you can do with them, and when you think about how much you've paid for other circle systems in the past, it's not a system, it's just a set of circle templates. It's not, I'm not selling it as a system, though it probably should be sold as a system, but they are engraved. See, this one, the outer edge is 9 inches. So, is it going to show? There we go. The outer edge is 9 inches, so it has 9 inches engraved on it. It's engraved on the back, not the front, like always. And Scrapbook Fantasies is on the bottom of the outside one. So there's 2 different sets. And so there's from 11.5 inches down to 3.5 inches, and there's from 11 inches down to 3 inches. So,
and it does say sale on the website.
That's because we're doing a pre-order deal. Because we can make some, but we can't make too many with what we've got, our acrylic, because this is the same acrylic we use for our rulers. And another thing that we're doing for Friday night, I'm making something for my Friday night class. So there we go. So 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. They have holes in them. I think they're beautiful. And then this one's 11.5, 10.5, 9.5, 8.5, 7.5, 6.5, 5.5, 4.5, 3.5, and 2.5. So they will
be. That means you're throwing away your IKEA bread and butter plate. Great plan.
Well, it's got a chip in it. I'm not doing quarters. We're only going to do these 2 sets. It's got a chip in it. So my IKEA bread and butter plate's pretty much stuffed. You haven't seen it for a while, and there's a reason for that. I've wanted these for a while. I wanted something that I could just, you know, do a circle on a card. I don't reach for my cutting dies. I don't have a die cutting machine this big. Let's just be honest. Who does? I wanted something I could make rings with. So this is 11 on the outside, and then it'll be 10 on the inside. I wanted something I could make rings with, something I could do lots of things with, like make the circles I wanted, trace them. This is beautiful quality. It's high quality 3mm clear acrylic, so you can use them to ink. You could mist over them and then wipe them clean. I'm sure they'll get paint on them from Naomi John, as long as she doesn't get it on the edges. I will shoot her. No, I won't. Oh, Facebook's going to ping me on that, aren't they? I'm going to be reloading this video tomorrow. You know, so you can trace it. You could probably cut around them with a craft knife, but you might accidentally nick the acrylic. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use them for tracing and potentially inking. We are doing them until the end of June, so until midnight on the 30th of June. They are going to be $29.95, and then after that they'll be $34.95 each. I might, after the 30th of June, do a deal where you can buy both sets for, say, $65. But it won't be anywhere near the $29.95 each. We will probably send them to you in a clip seal bag that you can keep them in. They're not going to come nice and flat like this. They're going to come in a bit of a, you know, a jumbly-do like this. They've got a hole so you can hang them. You could put them on a ring or a ribbon or something to hang them on your trolley or keep them together. But they look pretty cool when you do that. Gives me an idea. Okay, so they almost look like ovals when you do that. So yes, that's circles. So they're up and they're there for pre-order. Some of you will get yours sent out this week if you order them. The first few will get them sent out, but I'm just saying I've got to wait for more acrylic to arrive. So we're calling it a pre-order because we'll be sending them as we can cut them. It's not a bad cut. Our web address is down the bottom, so if you're at crop or retreat and someone asks where you got your awesome circle templates, you can point them to us. So what's going to go up after class tonight is the hexagon set. So there's a 5-inch, a 4-inch, a 3-inch, a 2-inch, and a 1-inch. So when you're looking at hexagons, and I did a lot of research, when you're looking at a hexagon cutting die or template, we're talking the distance from side to side. So we're talking this distance from this point to this point is 5 inches, right? So it's that distance is 5 inches, not mathematically speaking, you look at this edge here. So these are, yeah, I think these will be pretty cool. So there's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They are going to be $24.95, but we're going to do them for $19.95 before the before the end of June. It seems pricey, but at the end of the day, was that correct? $19.95 and $24.95. I'll double check that before I put them up. I'm pretty sure that was the price they were. Just have to double check my my spreadsheet on that. But yeah, I don't just pull prices out of the Never Never. I will say that we are very, we're very conscious to keep our prices as low as possible for you guys, so you can all craft. But I thought hexagons were a really good option. Great for cards and pages. And then Di asked for diamonds the other day. So this is the diamond set. Oops, I had it backwards. So these are across. So it's from this point to this point. So we have, and, you know, obviously these are finer. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this set again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's less acrylic, obviously, in this and less time in this one than the hexagons. So these ones will be $14.95 in the pre-order phase, and then they'll be $19.95 for the diamonds. But it's a set of 5 diamonds, and you've got 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 2 inch, 2.5 inch, and 3 inch. Now the 3 inch one is actually 6 inches high, so it is a proper ratio diamond where it's the width is half the height, so it is a proper diamond shape. They also, like the hexagons and the circles, have hanging holes. So there we go. Hexagons are fabulous. Hello, Marge. How are you? You just answered my question. Okay. Essential tool in your kit. Yep. Sold, says Karen. What are the holes in them for? Yep. Thank you, Karen and Deborah. And yeah. No more dinner plates. Yep. No more dinner plates. No more dinner plates. I've been wanting to make these for ages. No. Jacqueline says great for tracing. I will be making, so Jacqueline did put a request in a long time ago, a while ago. So we will be making it'll probably start at 11.5 inch. We will be making 1 or 2 star sets. So it will be that nice star. This star we're going to use. We're going to use probably this star, and we're going to make a set of star ones. So there will be a set of star ones. You've got to bear with me, but because I've got to get it right with the points and got to get the ratio right as we come down smaller. Stars don't always sit nicely inside each other, and I've got to get, so they might be 3/4 of an inch distance between, or a whole inch distance between. It'll just depend, just so that they don't intersect each other and make weaknesses in the acrylic. I also then will have to sand the points. So I haven't sanded these. I'll actually give these points a little tiny. Yeah. I don't like the too sharp a point. Like, it's dangerous. So web address is on here. So any other suggestions for shapes? So we've got hexagons and diamonds, and we've got circles. There we go. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Just going. Don't
upset Russell. No.
Don't upset Russell. No. Russell's a valued member of our team, but Russell's a bit of a finicky so-and-so sometimes. Okay, in the drawer.
We did miss the valuable trinket of information how to lock the settings on the labels too.
Yes, there was some other
bolts that we didn't.
Yep. When will the hexagons be online? As soon as I finish class and I put them up. I was going to try and get Quentin to do the, show you the Cutest Farm paper and that while I put them up. But he doesn't know how to set up a live stream, so that wasn't a rabbit hole I was going to attempt to go down. That was not where I wanted my evening to proceed.
So both Nikki and Shaq, look at that, thinking on the same bracket, they're both in different groups.
Hearts, yeah.
Yep, hearts. You ladies are on the
Thank
same.
you, Di. Hearts. I'm thinking hearts.
Big old fat hearts or long skinny hearts?
Well, do you want nesting hearts or just like a nice 3-inch heart that we can use to make something? Oh, Quentin. Yep. You go and design them yourself. Come on, get out of town, horrid creature. Righty-ho. So, oh, God, she's got fingerprints on the cardstock.
I said ovals and hearts. So yeah.
Ovals. I might make a set of nesting ovals, but, there's 2 kinds of ovals. There's short, fat ovals and long, skinny ovals. Righty-ho. So, we're running low on product. Could make a shaker card.
Big shout out to Deborah. Thank you for your pages you shared with us.
Yep, Deborah's done some great projects.
Try and get them out to the ladies as quick as I can. Nesting hearts are hard to do in fine measurements, said Deborah.
Yeah.
I said both to the ovals here.
Short fat ovals and long skinny ovals. Because I don't use like AutoCAD or anything. I don't, use a cheetah reader program to and tell it I want something and then it makes it. I actually come up with the shapes myself and get them just right because I like the math of that. I do like the mathematical side of getting it just right.
Yeah, so Nikki V says individual hearts, I think.
Yeah.
And Kathy has just joined us.
Hello, Kathy.
Kathy from Sydney.
Hello, Kathy. Square bracket shape. I was thinking about, so you know how we got our ruler? I was thinking about maybe a couple of different ones of these without measurements, but they might have some measurements, but sort of like a bracket and a scallop. Do you know what I mean? Like one side's a scallop and the other side's like a brackety thing. I don't know. Tell me what you think of that. Oh, look, they're all in here. So, yep, you do. So, what about we make a shaker card? Or do we make it ordinary? Or do we make it flash?
Do I tell the ladies about how much sequin mix we overmade?
That sequin mix will be gone in the blink of an eye. I've just got to photograph it. And it's... So, photographing sequins.
Is an art.
There's an art to it, and you don't invite Quentin to the sequin photography party. I tell you what's an art form is photographing a template, an acrylic template, because it just is a painful thing. Was very if you have a look, you'll see Noah's arms covered in his jumper. Covering the LED lights in the shot box, trying to get a decent photo of the template without the light glare. They're really hard to get a good photo of. Why is it the best things I design are the hardest things to photograph? Rightio. So I've got all these flowers. Oh, look at that. I'm a little determined here that I'm going to use as many of these flowers as I can. Yeah, I love these flowers. People probably didn't like them, but I love them. Rightio. Maybe.
That's the 24th of June.
Okay. Maybe a couple of apples. Let's make us a shaker card. With lots of flowers. What are we thinking? 1 million flowers in a shaker card? And let's see. So, geez. I've got this piece of craft.
Yeah, you're a bit low on cardstock.
I'm getting low on cardstock, aren't I?
Yeah.
And I've got this. Oh, geez, I haven't got much white. I've got that.
So when they're a card, we call them a card line.
If you want. A lot of people like this. I like that. I like that with the denim. So if we have the craft and a bit of denim, and then we have this beautiful rice paper. Little yellow flowers. Maybe we'll put little yellow flowers in here. I know you can't have multiple colours of flowers on one plant, but you know, I can dream, can't I? I need to have my creative design board out, don't I? I think the apples just got ditched. I think our apples got a ditcheroo. What do we think of that so far? I think that looks really pretty. I like that. We're making a card, aren't we? I just thought, oh, I can make a page, but I promised a card. I'm making a card. I said I'd make a card. I'm making a card. And then somehow we use a bit of acetate here.
It's scrapbooking. You can do anything, Karen said.
Yep, I can.
So Deborah was saying earlier, I missed it, that the acrylic ruler that we sell tears so much better than our old metal ones.
Yeah, well, I had a plastic tearing ruler, an acrylic one, and it was thinner than this once, and it never tore nice, and I don't think the measurements were correct. It wasn't this wide, wasn't as thick as this, and it just broke.
Not as robust.
Not as robot. Hello, Elise. Yep, bracket, yes, says Annette. Oh, I think it's Annette that's coming to visit from Tassie.
Yes.
There's Annette. Individual hearts, yeah.
That's 3 cards today, Jacqueline just said. So,
oh, sorry.
And Bronnie said, I like the flowers.
It's a grafted flowering shrub. I like that.
Grafted flowering.
So I'm thinking about doing, let's just have a discussion. So these stencils are thicker than these stencils, right? You can see I share my stencils with my messy creation. One of my messy creations. Yep. So these stencils are thicker than these ones. I was actually contemplating getting, and this is a really wonderful company to deal with in Victoria. We have some great suppliers in Victoria, I'm just going to say. The acrylic for this comes from the most wonderful man in Victoria. He is a wonderful wealth of knowledge, and he is kind, and his customer service is so superb. Love good customer service. These guys have great customer service as well. So I was contemplating getting something a bit thicker than this that was sort of clear for heart stencils. So more of an A4 thing with different hearts and shapes on it. So I'm going to try and get a trial product from them, and we might do that. So we're going to have... it says transparent, but I don't know how transparent it is. Remember you were meant to ring in 3 weeks ago?
Oh. It's meant to do a lot of things.
3 weeks ago. So what sort of shape are we going to do our shaker? Do we want to do a circle or make a frame? Let's make a bodgy looking frame. Bodgy's not the word you want to use when you're talking about making a frame in a craft class, is it? So let's cut a 6x8 piece of craft. 6x8. And then this piece is like 4 inches wide. So then what we're going to do, so this is 4 inches wide. So we're going to walk back, and like we're going to cut at 3.5. and then 3, and then 2.5, and then 2. So we've got 4 strips that are 1/2 inch wide. So we've got 4 strips that are 1/2 inch by, I'll tell you how much they're by. They're like 8 1/4. They were just by whatever. We're only going to use about 4 inches of them. So let's, with these, make ourselves a nice little frame. And we're going to have to use our creative design board or something, some sort of grid to make that. And I'm going to move the bulldog clips here. Quentin put these on. They're too close together for my creative design board. So let's put our 6x8 piece aside. I think we're going to make a card that goes this way. Yeah. So how tall is our potted plant? Our hybrid grafted plant. It's 3 inches tall. So that's good. And so let's get our, so there are our panels. Let's just shimmy this across here for the moment. Where's my board? Look, I've got to do myself a favour. I'm just going to shove this on the board just for now so that I don't lose it. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. So let's move those drink bottles out of the way. So Amelia is at a sleepover at Quentin's mum's. And Connor has gone home to get himself organised and pack more than, 2 sets of clothes or 3 sets of clothes to come and live with us. So Naomi John has had to try and get Noah to watch Mamma Mia with her tonight. You don't reckon he's out there with her? She might have lost the battle.
Mamma Mia is not my favourite.
No, Quentin won't be watching it after
I'm more of an action.
So when we finish class and I'm putting up the hexagons and the diamonds, he's going to channel flick over to something like Hunger Games.
Yes.
So do we want the denim to go down like that, or do we want it to go across? I think we want it to go across like this.
Okay, so because I'm not paying that much attention, are we going to need a half a piece of craft card or a full piece of craft?
A full piece.
Yep.
Oh, no, we'll get it out of a half sheet. Yes, we will get it out of a half sheet. So we've got it in, and we've got the barcode here for paper 1. And we're going to cut here at 5 3/4. Seems a bit wasteful, but that's okay. So 5 3/4 inches. And we'll cross cut at 3 3/4. They'll get this out of a half sheet as well, because they'll be able to cut it so that the lines go across.
So half sheet paper 1, and it was 5 3/4 by 3 3/4.
Yeah. So I'm going to put that like that. I'll sit that up there. And then let's get our piece of hearts. And I'm just going to trim the sides off. So you'll get a half sheet of this rice paper. This rice paper is not at this point in time, this rice paper is not going to be a product we sell. So let's cut this at, say, 5 3/4 across. So we've got the hearts facing the right way up, and we're coming across 5 3/4. And then we're going to turn it and cut it at 3 3/4. And we're cutting it, but and I do say we don't cut rice paper, but what we're going to do is we're going to wet the edges, and then we're going to draw a line. So I'm going to get some water there. Get a paintbrush. Hopefully it's clean. And I'm going to draw a line on the edge. So I'm just drawing a line on the edge. And then I'm just going to tease that out.
So you're cutting 4 3/4 by 3 3/4 from the Red Heart rice paper is the best one.
Yep. So see, we tease it out so we get a nice feathered edge. So I think this week what I'm going to do is I'm going to... You're not working on Friday night, are you?
No.
I'm going to attempt to teach Quentin how to do the setup for a live stream. I think he needs to know.
Oh, then I'll have to do it regularly so I forget.
Yep. I just think it's something that there are times when he needs to be able to do that. So we're just teasing this out with our fingernail, or you could use the end of a paintbrush if it was clean, but the end of this one's not clean. We worked that one out the other day when we used it on something else and it made a mark. So, oops, went in a bit far there. That's okay.
Oh, someone's video was jumping.
Is anyone else's video jumping?
Don and Bronny. I'll give you the link for the other group, the ladies.
We are on Facebook as well. Di and Bronny are in the
Cutest Farm.
Cutest Farm Virtual Retreat group. The more water you have, the easier it is, but then it's also easier to get go a bit far. So they're like that. So rice paper is kind of transparent-ish.
Thank you very much, Bronny.
What's that?
I hope you have lots of patience.
Me? No.
She is the world's worst teacher.
Not the world's worst teacher. They would not agree with you. So rice paper is a little transparent. So if we cut the innards out of this denim, we're going to see it. So let's not be too frugal. But I do like that. So let's pop this under here. We can get rid of the cardboard.
Ladies with a YouTube link. YouTube does tend to use less ergotrons.
Yeah. So interesting fact is that Facebook streaming a video, watching a video on Facebook uses more electricity than you can put into your device. So it uses more electricity than is being put into the device through a efficient fast charger system as well. So then what we're going to do is use these little babies and we're going to make like a frame, a dodgy frame. It's not going to be perfect, but we're going to make sort of a dodgy framey thing. A dodgy framey thing. Let's turn that light off. I forgot about the skirkle it makes.
Yeah, hang on 2 seconds. I forgot I've got something on screen.
So let's make the two sides, and I've turned it over to the orangey side. Let's make the two sides about 3 inches. So I'm going to mark 2 of them at 3 inches. Let's just snip those. So I'm going to snip 2 of them at about 3 inches. And I'm just snipping. Very unceremonious, just snipping.
Is there an exact measurement of 3 inches? Or
About 3 inches.
Okay. Like a farm fence, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a farm fence. And then let's make the other ones about 4 inches. So I'm going to gather these two together.
So you can make 2 at about 3 inches and 2 at about 4 inches.
Yep. Like that. Oh, look, I wrecked my flowers. I need another little tiny blue flower on my card. Somewhere. Rightio. So let's get rid of that and let's deal with these. Our planky things. Now, pieces of wood. Yes, Quentin, we are using the fluff and stick principle. That's what Quentin calls it.
Good old fluff and stick.
Sorry, just having a drink of water there. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Rosemary, I missed your comment over on the tube.
Oh, sorry.
Do you plan to make acrylic words down the track?
Yes, Rosemary, I got your email. Rosemary, I would have showed you acrylic words, multiple acrylic words last night if Rossell had been working.
Wow.
This is the third time I've had to intervene because Quentin and Amy get so close to it and then they just, they lose their plot. So
it is a very complex process.
It is a rather complex process, but the thing is, it's done again now.
Yep.
So I've got a brown ink, a pair of scissors, and a brown pen. And I'm just going to do a like, and I'm going to show you in a second.
That's a sepia pen.
Yeah. Sepia pen. So we're doing this first before we do our scissors. See? So let's do that on them all.
I thought we had some of them pens. I thought you ordered them the other day, did you?
I have ordered them. If they ever send the order.
There's very little English on those pens.
They're made in Japan. So Pilot pens, do you know why I love Pilot? Pilot is a, I think there's a cat outside the back door too, by the way. Pilot is a own country manufacturer. So Pilot is a Japanese brand and they manufacture all their products in Japan. They use Japanese source materials as much as possible and they use a lot of recycled materials.
So I put up a link for the pen. It will be back in stock within a week or two. It's just we're waiting on it.
Yeah, they should have been back in stock by now. But yes, we have got some of these pens coming. I've got some different colours. Well, I don't know if they're coming. I did order different colours as well, and the Feud Marchese or whatever they are. But yes, we do actually really love companies that own country manufacture. So,
No cat.
oh, she was there meowing. So I do, so our rice paper is not manufactured in Australia. We print it in Australia, like we print it ourselves. Well, we will eventually. The printer's decided that it doesn't exist. So I've got big issues there. But it is actually manufactured in the European Union. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort of take some bits out on the ends. So we're going to do this as a process. So we're going to make the ends little ziggy-zaggy, you know. So we're just taking bits out like that. Can you see that?
At least to knock out a couple of fences, though. She made a couple.
I haven't been in the group to see it. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I had a nap.
There's a picket fences.
I had a nap this afternoon. I was pretty exhausted. I was very technical at work today.
Following process. That's what we had to do.
Yeah.
Without
I made
videos.
Quentin watch the video and read the manual. If he's going to participate. Oh, but you hadn't watched all of the video last time, all the time before. Rightio. So we're going to do our ends first. It's a lot of fluffing around for a
I
card.
do hope we never ever have to do that.
Oh, we will.
Unless there's a birthday.
We'll do it my way, but won't we?
We'll follow.
The
book is different to the video.
Yeah, but You've got to go at it calm. You've got to be calm. I haven't quite gone right to the end with my pen
I still
lines.
think the terminology plug and play really means plug and frustrate. Because you just can't play and play with it.
So then on the sides, we're going to round the corners. And then on the sides, we're going to make them sort of wiggly. Not too wiggly, but we're going to make them not normal. And then we're going to round the corners. So we're going to round the end corners, and then we're going to... And the reason why we draw the lines first is that I find I get much more organic lines when I draw them before I cut it. Otherwise I'm trying to make the lines conform to what I've cut. There we go. That's one. So we're going to round the corner, and then we're going to... Don't have to make it too wriggly, but... Could have made a scrapbook page in the time it's taken us to make this card.
Well, we do a bit of a demo at the start.
Yeah. And yeah. And you know what? This will translate into scrapbooking. Definitely.
Okay, so we're gonna call the Red Hearts rice paper a specialist or a thing just for the class.
I don't know if we're going to make it a product. We may make it a product. I never say never, because I said we wouldn't. We said we possibly wouldn't do grey chipboard, and we did. We knew we would eventually, but we weren't intending on doing it yet. We weren't intending on doing it for years.
Call it Red Heart rice paper.
Red Heart rice paper,
Roger Madodgy.
which is currently exclusive to the kit.
Exclusive.
Well, it's exclusive to us because I made those red hearts out of like 5 or 6 different things. And at one stage, they were a really ugly green in the whole process of what I made. The combination I used of things. Because there's writing in them. And round the end. There we go. So then let's get some brown ink. And put it around the edges. Blend it round. Could use a blending brush for this. Or blending tool. Like this is a rounded top blending tool.
Everyone's gone very quiet. You got to nail the bits together, said oh.
Possibly.
Get some split pins.
Possibly.
I was thinking the blue dot or 3.
Okay. So let's use the grid on this to make our frame.
Okay, so So that little tree in the bucket, where did he come
Paper 2, I
from?
think.
Paper 2.
How about you have a look?
Okie dokie. What's that crazy value?
It's a little chipboard title. So we don't want it to be like straight. We want it to be sort of a bit weirdness. Something like that. And I'm going to set our crazy about you on top and our flare button sort of here. Like that. We're going to put a shaker inside. So what do you think about that? I like that how like this is just a bit wonky. Go away far. Rightio. So we need to stick it together.
Yep. So on paper 2, we have 1 of that tree. So we're going to give them a full piece of paper.
Yep. And also they need like a half, like a quarter fussy cut essentials, like a quarter sheet fussy cut essentials. You know how we do a quarter sheet now sometimes for Friday and Saturday nights? It's a good bit of glue.
Quarter sheet, and it's all different colours.
Yeah.
Multicolour fussy.
Essentials, yeah.
God, we like grand work.
What's that?
We love grand work.
Yep. What's this we rubbish? So when was the last time you designed a fussy cut essentials?
Yeah, there we are.
Or anything?
Well, it's no need to be quite that much. And I take it that crazy about you is not a product yet?
Nope.
What do you want?
Got a bit of glue
So
there.
easy.
Might have to stick a flower on that. Okay. Glue off my creative design board. So there we go. Let's make that into a shaker. And I think we're definitely going to be sticking a flower on there. Let's make our shaker. We've got our acetate. And let's rough cut or cut our acetate to fit on here. So we want it to sort of be down the middle of our sections, our panels. Like that. This is my first shaker I'm making with chippy strips. So when we put, try not to put your glue too close to the edges when you're gluing your shaker film to your, whatever your frame is, whatever your thing is, because, so we want it to connect, but we don't want it to smoosh inwards too far. Here we go. Then we need to make our continuous boundary. I didn't need that many. We need to make our boundary that is going to be let's make our chippy strips too high. You could use foam tape, but I'm going to use chippy strips. So we manufacture chippy strips. We manufacture it from 1 millimeter high white chipboard. So I'm going to make 2 mil high here. It's environmentally friendly because there's no paper backing, no plastic paper backing. It's not made of foam or anything, so it is better for the environment. a lot better for the environment. I'm going to say, so yes, we make these foam stamps. So we make these, but this is more environmentally manufactured, this foam that we use for these stamps. It's got a better environmental footprint as far as foam goes. I am just that nitpicky about what I make. So we can go a bit beyond here. So let's put that there.
So we'll take, we're putting sequins into the
Yep, we're going to put sequins in.
1 pinch or you want 2?
Probably 2.
And half a sheet of acetate.
Yeah, or a quarter if you want. If you want to make the kit.
It's a quarter up. A4.
Yeah, half's easier, but
Yeah, I like half. Stuff doesn't cut nice. Doesn't cut nice for me. A lot of rush.
I hope Dee is enjoying her holiday so far.
It's very exciting.
Can't wait to see the pictures. Make sure this is going to fit. There we go. We're not going to have any gaps. We all remember the sandcastle with the gap and it was leaking beads.
Yes.
Okay. Let's grab these little pieces while we're at it. While we're doing that.
So Deborah thinks the little red hearts would be great for lots of occasions.
The red heart rice paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd make a nice vellum too.
And Elise said it looks fantastic. We could have a fence off later, Elise.
I have heard so much about your fences. I need to go and have a look.
Do you think you could cut a spiral shape? Would be for the acetate, not the acetate, the clear acrylic though.
Well, if I did a spiral, it would not be out of acrylic, possibly, because it would probably, I don't know how it would go with the whole potential breakage thing.
Yeah.
So let's stick some little flowers on here.
Circular spirals, sorry. Diagonal.
I'm going to stick that one on our frame. Maybe we'll stick this blue one up here.
And the flare button, which one is it?
It's the denim one. Our hybrid grafted shrub.
That's pretty spectacular. Didn't they sell them on Mother's Day?
They do sometimes. Let's put a
Whatever in different colours.
bit of chippy strip on here. Rightio. So let's get our construction on. So we want to put some tape behind here. So we know this is going to go here in our frame. Just going to sort of go here. So that means we can put some tape here and maybe a strip sort of here. Here. We can put a strip just there. Oh, getting the strip ready first. Hopefully that'll do. And we'll put a bit over here. You really won't see it. So don't, you will see glue. If you try and glue this on, you will see it. Let's put tape on the back of here. I like wide tape. Okay, so we've got a dilemma here. So when we go to put this on, how are we going to put it on? We've got several options. We've got the option where we flip this over, we put the stuff in, and we sit another piece of acetate on it. So that's double static. So then the beads and stuff don't work very well. We can put a little pile of stuff here, sit this on, and then put that on like that. And that's probably how we're going to operate, because it's the best way to get it on there without, yeah. I've done double acetate. I don't mind double acetate, like a piece, and then this becomes a unit with acetate here and acetate here. But and sometimes I'll fill this with a different pattern paper to the background, but I want to see the hearts. But double acetate does create a static problem. So let's find what we're going to use. Let's use a bit of a, I've got to use them acrylic eggs yet. So what have we got here? Not that blue. Let's blue's a bit. Maybe not. We've used lots of it. So we've got some white, some cream. I'm going to turn them over to make sure they're facing the right way. A few red ones, a few little beads. Beads are nice in shakers. That's why I give you guys beads. Beads are lovely in shakers. Oh, a few little stars. Not the really big fat beads. We're only going 2 mil high, so we've just got to be mindful. That's a fair bit. Let's have a look at what it looks like. Probably a little more. Oh, it's static already. Look at that. Told you. No, too big. Wrong colour. Oh, we've got some of them little yellow butterflies. Don't you love them? They're gorgeous. There's a couple more red sequins. They're very staticky, these little red ones. The red stars are just little staticky menaces. Still got 2 classes tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing in the morning. It's a surprise. Sleeping. So I think that's enough. I'm just visualizing when it all sits down. Let's get a couple of little stars. There you go. Just a couple of little more stars. Oh, there's another yellow butterfly. You put 2 pinches in, didn't you?
Yes.
Good. Good show. I'm glad you did that. I'm contemplating, actually, tomorrow morning's class, whatever I do, that I actually make sure for tomorrow afternoon's scrapbook page, I wonder if I could cut a circle spiral. I'm still thinking about the circle spiral. So that when I do tomorrow afternoon's scrapbook page, I don't have a single 12 by 12 sheet. I'm actually contemplating doing that. I know that's a horrible thing to do to myself, but I think it'll be fun. I love a challenge. It's about there, I think. So let's put some glue on the back of here. Now, if you were using foam tape, you would have had to cut it down. I was just using 1/4-inch chippy strips. So let's make sure we glue the whole way around. Let's not leave any gaps. Right.
So the title for this would be one that usually in a 3-strip pack or a 2-set.
What?
The title that you're using. I'm trying to come up with a price for it. Would it usually be the size of a 2-pack one or a 3-pack? Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so that's there. Now, we've got an issue here. Like, I've got this to go on foam, but it falls. Like, it falls down there. So what we might do is we might put 2 strips of chippy strip just here. Let's just go on. And, yeah, we'll do a double high, sort of like a support. I'm going to make like a supporty piece just to go sort of here. So you'll actually have to do that. If you use foam tape, you'll still have to make this support as well. Oh, geez. Glue to gully. That's a lot of glue. Dearie, dearie me. And then we're sort of sticking that there. Oh, let's come across a bit like that. We want to see, we want it to be straight up and down, but we want to see a bit of that frame just there sneaking through. Like that. Okay, so Crazy About You. Oh dear. Let's put a little bit of glue out. Easiest way with something like this, put a bit of glue out, grab it with your tweezers, and then pat, 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 pat. Oh, a bit more up here. A bit more up here. I should have really inked this, but I don't think it needs it. I actually think not inking the title helps it to stand out.
Okay, so far the kit's coming out $9.15.
$9.15. So you've got a half piece of craft.
Yeah, I'll read to you what I've got. I have half piece of craft.
Yep.
Half piece of paper 1.
Yep. Half
of the Red Hearts rice paper.
Yep.
A full piece of paper 2 because there's only 1 tray on the paper.
Yep.
A quarter of our multicoloured fussy colours essentials.
Yep.
A Crazy About You.
Yep.
Half a sheet of acetate.
Yep.
2 pinches of sequins and a flare button.
Yep. So let's go $8.95.
$8.95. Too cheap. Goodness gracious.
I might have made that a bit high. Or should I have put that down here? Nope, there it's good. Oh, I've made that too high. Let's peel that off. I'm not chucking that out.
I don't know if we'll have enough in stock for everyone because there's only 245 of those.
Only 245 of those available. So let's put a bit more glue out here. Let's grab a couple more of our tiny flowers. So let's get a little tiny blue one. A little yellow one. See, not everyone likes the tiny flowers. I love the tiny flowers.
So Digi was thinking about 10 inches for this plastic spiral, circular spiral.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'd have to actually remove a piece out of the spiral. Or you get 2 spirals. Okay.
food for thought.
Yeah. Might just be something that's so difficult to design that I chuck it in the rubbish bin. You know. Okay, so let's get our sepia or brown pen out again, and let's do some little daily bits here. And we've got another one here, and another one here. See, just little oval bits, just like that. We need to stick this little card, don't we? Better get our card base out. So one of these, this side or this side, is shorter. So the shorter one, I make the back. And the back one, I just have it just come just short of even with the front. I'm a map person.
So Karen, she said you mean torture flowers?
Torture flowers, I loved cutting them.
And
I love them.
Deborah was saying about the chippy strips are great for building height for dimension.
Yep. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
And Diane G's just giving you compliments, trying to get you to do what she wants.
Sometimes Quentin looks at me like I'm doing nothing, and I'm there like moving things the tiniest little increments.
Sorry, Di, I wasn't being funny. She said, I thought you'd be more qualified than me. I drew one last Christmas and it wasn't easy.
No. They're not easy. Spirals aren't easy. I'll make it work.
Deb said, very cute card.
I spent the whole afternoon cutting up those flowers. Oh, I watched an episode of Bull and cut mine and cut something else. So Thursday night I cut mine. Look at this. See, I tidy up. Amy John just can't do it.
Wow.
She uses less space. Let's pack up these flowers. I love the little flowers. I better use them tomorrow, hey? There we go. So we made a little card. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Sorry, that might have made you seasick. Watch the para game. There you go.
I'm just trying to get a picture. If I can't get an image on this kit, I'll put the kit up and I'll put an image on the show.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm not the tidiest, but yeah, she's messier than me. She just doesn't pack up when she's finished. Like, I put all this back in the bag. See, I'll put this all back in the packet when I'm finished. So I just keep it together. She doesn't do that. So when are we back? If you're doing the virtual retreat with us this weekend, we are back tomorrow at 10 o'clock for a surprise class, which probably just is code for, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with the little bit I've got left? And then we will be back again tomorrow at 1 o'clock for a scrapbooking class. And I think I'm going to set myself up with not enough stuff to make a scrapbook page with. Thinking that might be a fun challenge. And you're all thinking I'm mad. You already know I'm pretty mad. And then at 5 o'clock tomorrow, we've got our final Zoom get together for the virtual retreat. And then I'll go through this, and then I'll pick something for the challenge, actually. Oh, look, Karen's beat me to it. And then if you're not doing virtual retreat, the next time you'll see us is in the Creative Family Group on Monday night when Naomi John does her mixed media class. So hopefully by then, Rosemary, I will have your products for you. They are designed. But love you anyway. Thank you. Thank you, Bronnie. So thank you, everybody, for your lovely comments, like Di and Bronnie and Jacqueline and Pam.
Just about there.
And Josie. Hello, Josie. Josie, I'm starting to think you really like Cutest Farm. You know?
Wow.
I'm thinking you do. And Josie, we're going to talk to you on the phone on Monday about if you need some custom products for your classes. So, yeah, we'll chat. We'll chat on Monday. Or you and Quentin will probably. To be good night, Mel. So thank you, Mel and Karen and Marge and Deborah and Diane and Annette and other Diane and Karen and Elise and everybody else for your lovely comments. Sorry, I never speak. That's okay, Josie. I know you watch in the background. I know you're not alone. There's hundreds of you that watch in the background.
I'm hoping that the kit will go up soon, ladies. It's just not. I'll get the go live button and it's not
So
my right hand is telling me it's gone live.
I'm going to say for your retreat challenge, because I think you need, seeing what people have made so far, I think you need some more paper. Should make you use the windmill. I've just got glue all over the bag. But I want to use the windmill. I'm going to say this piece of, I've got a piece of paper one. I've ended up with a piece of paper one that's like 7 1/4 by 5 3/4. I'm going to say use that in your challenge layout somehow. You can cut it up. Yeah, it's going to zoom in probably. Oh, look, have we lost our video? Video's still going. So number 7 is a 7 1/4 by 5 3/4 inch piece. And see, it zoomed in. I told it to zoom in of paper one. No really fancy instruction this time. Just pop that in with your stuff because I noticed that some of you might need to use a bit of paper. Oh, it'll be Amelia saying goodnight. Sorry, everyone. I didn't think of that.
Hello, I love you.
So take skip, but it won't fit on my page. Oh, yeah, but Bronnie, just use, Jacqueline, just use a little bit. So you don't have to use the whole piece. Just use some of it. So just use a little bit if you have to. Like a little piece. I'm sure you can fit a little tiny bit of that paper in your page. So take care, stay safe, everybody. If you're doing the virtual retreat, we'll see you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you Monday night. Josie Quinton will ring you on Monday. And I'm going to say Cutest Farm is going to be at another store. So far we've had, so that makes 1, 2, 3. So that makes 4 stores that have ordered our product and 2 have ordered Cutest Farm. So we've got another regional rural store that is a very regional store that is going to have Cutest Farm as well. So the papers.
Put the kit up on all the platforms,
So there we go. He's got the kit up. So that's pretty exciting that another store is going to have it. So that people in regional areas are going to have access to our paper. So it's very, very exciting. So Cutest Farm is awesome. I do love it. I think it's beautiful. So take care, stay safe, and we will see you all soon, very, very soon. There's always ways to catch us, and we've got over 1,000 videos for you to catch up on if you've only just discovered us. So be safe. Love yous all. Take care. Bye.